welcome to Unscripted Cricket and More, show number 3, featuring Vince Herold. Just like to thank Chaz Everett, Shirley Ann Todd, and Christine Todd, Steph and Robert Green from Real Promotions, Pen Farm, Salt Tabs, Grant Joubert, and Cherry Westrand. Welcome to our new segment, the T20 questions with Vincent Herold.
Thank you.
Welcome,
Renato.
Vince.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
So tell us, who is Vince Herold? Where'd you come from, etc.?
So basically, Vincent Herold is obviously a cricket player that comes from Zim. So I went to a school called Prince Edward. I first went to a boarding school, played my cricket there, but it wasn't so lekker. And then I moved in the last 2 years of my high school to Prince Edward, which I played a lot of my cricket, and then from there I took it a bit seriously.
So we're both from Zim, eh?
Yeah.
I'm from Rhodesia. Entirely boy. Yeah,
That's
so
nice.
let's start with the player. What makes you the player that you are these days?
So basically,
Talking about in Zim, eh? So where did you start in Zim? When did you start your career? Did you play professional cricket? All that type of stuff.
so I actually did play professional cricket. So I did play one match. So that was in 2012. So that was when Kevin Curran was still alive. So
Yeah.
Kevin Curran is the father to Sam and Tom and Ben.
Yeah. Played
So,
against him.
yeah.
I played in his benefit. Yeah.
So he was our coach. Because soon after high school, remember, because I was playing for Prince Edward, so it was in Harare. So soon after high school, I got called up to play to train with the provincial team. So then I went there, and then there was Kevin Curran, and then I trained for quite a long time, but never got a debut. But towards the end of the season, I think second from the last match, then I got a match. That was my debut. So it was against Tuskers.
Against Tuskers, okay.
Yeah.
I think some of my mates played for Tuskers. Old Boothie and Chopper.
Yeah.
Didn't they play for the Tuskers? Charles
Actually,
Coventry?
Boothie got me out in that game.
Gavin
He
Ewing
Yeah, he
got
was
you
bowling
out?
his office.
Rolled you those pies. Are you joking?
Bowled office, but it was like
Sure.
2 overs to go. So
Gavin
Yeah.
Ewing got you out.
he got me out.
Yeah,
And I
that's
faced
bad.
like 2 balls. So it was like an unfortunate debut.
Jeez.
But
You must have been rubbish if you faced that.
yeah, I actually betted 8. I went in as a batsman, but I ended up betting 8. So he betted the number 8 was a bowling all-rounder at number 4, which was my spot because we were in some sort of trouble. So at that
Okay.
time I was young. So
Yeah.
they were trying to protect me because my natural game is to hit the ball.
To attack.
Yeah, to attack.
As you can
So-
see, he's a big fellow. Hits it far.
Yeah. so then the plan was to send somebody who's gonna buy some time,
Yes.
and then he ended up buying too much time. Got like 30 from about 80 something balls.
Yeah.
But it was a difficult situation. But obviously he did what he did, and then I ended up facing only the last got in the last 2 overs. So
Okay,
it was
that's-
a tight one. Yeah.
Sure. Okay. Did you play any Zim school cricket?
No,
Did
I
you
was
represent?
unfortunate. I actually made. You see, I seem to be seeing Gavin Ewing everywhere. So when I made the under 19 squad, he was like the head of selectors.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because he was in Bulawayo. We did the trials in Bulawayo at under 19. So I made the final 24. So that was like the best, like the biggest level that I made
At
in
school.
schools cricket.
Yep.
Yeah. So, but besides that, everything else was provincial cricket. I never made any Zim squads.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Do you know why
besides
he's called Boothie?
No, not really.
Do you want to know?
I want to know.
So Gavin played for me when we played at the Cats,
Uh-huh.
and he was pretty large. So he was at a pub, and then one guy said to him, I think it was a black fellow, said to him, "You're so fat, you look like a phone booth." And that's why they call him Boothie. And I hope he watches this. I'm going to send this to him after
That was
this.
funny. So boo.
So the one black kid
Yeah.
called him phone booth. That's why he became Boothie. Did you
Yeah.
ever coach in Zim?
No, I never really coached. Because when I left there, I was partly playing and then also working at some other. Because I actually worked in a supermarket at some point.
Okay.
Yeah, so I was trying to balance everything. Because remember, when you're young, because I didn't have a contract at that time.
Okay.
So it was like waiting to get a match, to get paid or something. So you had to be doing something on the side.
So you had to work to get by.
Yeah, I didn't do coaching.
Next question. Where are you currently playing your cricket?
So I'm currently playing in a lot of teams. So my Premier League team is Kempton Park.
Yep.
And then I'm playing some LMS for Centon Royals. We've got a very good owner there. His name is Diren. So it's a quite a good setup. And then obviously I'm playing some local teams, like local tournaments, but I'm obviously playing for the Devils.
Yeah, he's our captain of the Devils, unfortunately. Very good
Yeah.
captain. Very good guy. Any
Yep.
ambitions to further your career, either in playing or coaching? Because you're still young. How old are you?
I just turned 30.
So you're still young.
Yeah. So I probably maybe 4 or 5 more years. But so ambitions, yeah, I must say the ambitions of playing at a higher level will never die as long as you're still involved in cricket. It's just that sometimes there's things that take over.
Yep.
You know, like priorities, because I'm also like a family man at the moment. Not at the moment, obviously going forward.
But you
Now,
are.
but
You have got a child.
yeah, I do have a child. So responsibilities there. So you have to sort of like balance responsibilities. So I still want to sort of like play at a higher level because I'm still training and I'm still playing very good cricket. I just haven't really focused on playing cricket like at like properly, and then because of the coaching, because of responsibilities as well. So it's a bit of a balance. So if the opportunity, I'm waiting obviously for opportunities to come. If they do come through, I don't mind taking, but it also has to be like worthwhile opportunities.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure you can still. Maybe for Zim. You never know.
Yeah, there's things
TK's there.
happening in Zim. Yeah,
Oh, TK's there. So
TK is there.
he's one of your chommies.
Yes, and I think he's probably gonna be, because he's not settled yet. But once he settles, he's probably gonna have a very good career internationally. So I also want, obviously, it's a dream for everybody to get there, but circumstances in life,
Yeah.
priorities, responsibilities. So if it happens that I get a chance, I'll take it.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah.
Favorite cricketer and why? Ah,
Favorite cricketer? I've got three, to be specific. I've got a number of favorite cricketers, but I want to talk about three.
okay.
So the main one currently is Sikandar Raza.
Okay.
Yeah.
From Zim.
From Zim.
Come a long way, that guy.
So
Good little player.
very good player, and the reason being, he worked. I believe he worked so hard to get to where he is.
Is he from Pakistan? Where's he originally from?
He's originally from Pakistan, and I think he only started playing cricket when he was like proper cricket when he was like 21, 22.
Really?
Yeah.
Sure.
And then after that, I think he's currently around 35, 36.
And he's in
right
the
now.
IPL now.
He's in the IPL. So that shows you like what dedication can do. You know, because he was literally, let me say, literally nothing like 15 years
Just
ago.
the average player.
And then, but from the time I knew him, he was always working hard. Royal Sports Club, hitting balls every time, sometimes having to pay some oaks to throw balls to him. So he was continuously working hard. And so to see him up there now, he really deserves it.
Good player.
Yeah, very good player. And then, and also he's aggressive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
So,
short.
Yeah, and he's quite short. Yeah. So if you're aggressive, like obviously the modern game is changing.
Yeah.
The
He
modern
hits
day
it,
game.
he hits
Yeah.
it nicely, yeah?
You gotta be able
Especially
to
on
hit
the
ball.
short ball.
Yeah.
Next
So
one?
he's a clean hitter. And then there is Kevin Peterson.
Yeah, of course, yes.
Yeah, because obviously
Not Connor, eh? Kevin Peterson. Not our KP.
we've got our KP. He's also one of my upcoming favorite
Okay,
cricketers.
cool.
Yeah, because I always look up to Connor and see how much progress he's making. Abu Dhabi Nitrate, he's moving.
Yeah.
You know, he's not standing still. So I'm happy. But also, obviously, going back to Kevin Peterson, I just believe he changed a lot of games. So the way that he would change games, his positive attitude, his I don't care attitude, you know, on the field, going there to do what he does best. I think that's sort of like what maybe some kids can look up to. So I'm not obviously gonna speak about the politics side of the game.
No, this is not a political show.
You know, so but for me as a player, individually as a player, and he's a good role model.
Yep.
In terms of, because from where he came from, he's also someone who had to go somewhere else to make it.
Yeah,
You
I
know.
played against him when he played for the Dolphins.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was still, 18?
You
And I
see,
bumped him out a lot of times. He didn't like it.
you were quick. Yeah, you
Yeah,
were very
tried
quick.
to be, yeah.
Yeah.
Next one. Yeah?
So then comes Dreras. So
Ah.
Andreras. So yeah.
You speak to Connor, he's shared a room with him, I think.
Yeah.
or
So that's
roommates or
actually the other reason why I love Abu Dhabi Night Riders. Because there is Connor, there is Sunil Narayan, there is Andre Russell, there is all of those West Indians and
something. A lot of
our
West
KP.
Indians.
Hey, there's
a
a
lot of
lot
West
them,
Indians on that
yeah.
side.
So I just like the fact that they also look at our KP, Connor, you know, as
Yeah.
part of them. So I hope he realizes that he's good enough to be where they picked him to be. You know.
He does, yeah. He
Yeah.
does.
So KP and then
Dre Russ.
Sikandar Raza and then
Dre
Dre Russ.
Russ.
Yeah.
Sure. Okay, next question. Favorite LPL game that you've played and that you've coached at?
I'll start from coaching. So basically, coaching was I'm I had quite a lot of favorite games. Yeah, because I've been coaching for, but there is probably a game to remember.
Yes.
You know, because I haven't won coaching yet. I finished when I was coaching under 12s. We lost in the final,
Yep.
and then under 13s last year we finished fourth.
Yeah, we should have finished. We
We
should have
should
been in
have.
the semis, yeah.
Should have, yeah. So
Thanks
some
to some
errors.
great umpiring decisions. Ziad.
Yeah, different disadvantages there coming from different angles. But yeah, so but I recall one particular game whereby I can't really remember who it was, but the highlights was Jack. There's
Jack Willard.
Jack Willard, yeah.
Yeah.
So to be honest, because we had quite a number of very good players, but out of the players that we mostly had last year, there were like a few players that really stood out for the team.
Mm.
You know, so I think in that particular game we didn't get a big score. I think about 120, but Jack got like 80. Like he got 3/4 of the game.
Did he smash it?
He was smashing it. So that game, no, so obviously still rings. Yeah,
And
like
who's his
rings.
personal coach? Do you know? Jack.
Jack.
Don't know.
I remember at one point it was you.
Oh, yeah, jeez, yeah. Oh, well
Yeah.
done. Oh, well done.
So I don't know if you're still coaching it.
I do, unfortunately.
Yeah, but yeah, so that game, to be honest, I won't forget it. It just sort of like helps in terms of memory.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's quite memorable. And then also in terms of upcoming players, it tells a story about what youngsters can do.
And then
You know.
played.
Yeah. So
Well,
lately I've been enjoying my cricket.
Was it the Superman game?
The Superman game. So to be honest, individually,
Yeah.
as a captain, I've been like I've said like lately as a
Yep.
captain, every game has been memorable because we've been dominating.
Yeah.
We've been like winning almost every game. I think as a captain, I've lost one game out of like almost 10, 11 games. So that journey alone is a very good journey. But individually, I haven't really stepped up to what I know I can do. So obviously this season is
Why is that?
I think personally I think the captainship took over. Obviously putting other guys ahead first, trying to make sure that everyone is happy.
Yep.
Because if everyone is happy, then the ship moves well, you know.
But sometimes it's not always about being happy.
Yeah. So because remember, as the Devils, like I remember at one point we spoke about trying to create an environment where everybody feels like they are part of the family.
And we have, eh?
We have. I think that's like
So let's tell the viewers out there, not this season, the season before, we didn't win much, did we?
We didn't, because I think that was also our first season.
Yeah.
So we had like a lot of
Learning.
things to learn. So after that, I think we learned quickly, to be honest.
Yep.
Yeah, we took one season to learn all our mistakes. So we revamped the squad a bit, you know, and we brought in some youngsters as well. So not saying the previous squad was bad.
Yep.
We just couldn't find rhythm. You know, we had good names in the team. We had good big names, you know, but we just couldn't find the rhythm.
Remember, names never win you games, eh?
Yeah, so names don't win you games. So basically, this past season we've done well, to be honest.
I'm sure the final must have been one of your highlights. that
The
we
final
beat
was,
the
yeah.
Lions.
So I didn't do much in the final besides ball.
We know why.
Yeah, because obviously Braden and Connor
smashed everyone.
never giving chances. But anyways, to take you back to my favorite LPL game, there was one particular game that I played 3 seasons ago
For the Knights.
for the Knights. We were playing against Western Warriors, so it's now Josie Warriors.
Yeah, nice jersey, yeah.
Yeah. So we were in some sort of trouble in terms of the log standing. So in that particular game, coach said, that was Coach Johnny. Coach said we needed to win the game in 12 overs, and we were chasing like 140. So then he said, no, Hero, you have to go and open. And then I think I opened with, must have been Kiri.
Yeah, Kiri.
Oh, it was actually Kiri. No, it was actually Anton Muller.
Mm-hmm.
And then we actually got that score in 11 overs. So I got 80 in that game
Yeah,
from
I'm sure
like
you
30
smashed
something
it.
balls. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember you opened it against us against Superman as well. You clapped us out of old heads.
Yeah,
Why
but
can't you do it for the Devils?
No, it's I don't know.
Huh?
Like it will come.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't wait to do that. It's just it will come. It
Okay.
will come.
Next
Yeah.
question. What do you think of the LPL? Because you were the poster boy at one stage. You were.
Yeah. At one point, to be honest, personally, I think the LPL is a good platform for all of those local players that don't have an opportunity or that don't feel like they have an opportunity to come and showcase their talent. Their talent. Because what I've noticed in the past years is the guys that have really stepped up and or maybe player of the tournament or batsman of the tournament, the guys that have
Yep.
really stood up have right now they're not still playing in the LPL. They've
Moved on
moved
to
on
higher
to higher levels of
greener
professional cricket.
pastures.
Of course, we do have a lot of professional cricketers, national team players in
Yep.
the LPL, but for the guys that are not, it creates a professional environment
Mm.
whereby if you come and you play and you have a good time and you have a good tournament, there is doors that usually open for
Open.
you. Lots of doors.
There's a lot of Zimbabwean players play. Eh? It's a
Yeah.
big avenue for them.
Yes, yes, big one, big one. Now we've got Bright in our team.
Yep.
You know, big game changer.
I won't say what we call him. Eh?
Don't say it, please.
He looks like Chris Gale, but that's where it stops.
And
Yeah, we'll just leave it at that.
yeah.
Where was I now? Next one. How's your journey been at the Devils at the moment?
To be honest, it's been quite a good journey, quite memorable. So we've created memories,
Yep.
like serious memories with the players, families, the coach, and to be honest, the Devils feels like home.
Yeah.
You know, even if I was to change captaincy and then they say someone is else as captain, it wouldn't still change the love I have for the Tasmanian Devils. Because before I was captain, there was so much love already.
Yeah.
You know, everyone knew what we
Mm.
sort of like wanted to be, what kind of a team we wanted to try and create. So for me personally, the
Yep.
journey has been quite good, you know, and interesting, you know. And the thing is, we are winning, so it sort of like gives us different goals.
Correct.
Yeah, because we started off first season, bad season, average season, not to say bad season, learning season.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad.
And then second season, which was last season, we won it. So to be honest, we've set high standards for ourselves.
And we won the under 19s.
We
eh?
won under
We
19s.
won both of those.
Yeah, so it's been quite good and obviously promising to be better.
Okay, let's get into your coaching. What type of coaching style do you portray?
So for me, basically, I feel like because I coach a lot of juniors.
Yep.
So it depends. I feel like it depends on the setup. So sometimes I'm in a competitive setup, and then sometimes I'm in a developmental setup. So when I'm in a competitive setup, I try to be a bit tough, you
Yep.
know, and a bit more in terms of wanting to get results from the boys, you know, getting them to get results because I believe at a competitive level it's about results.
Yep.
Yeah. So I
Are you
can't.
tough in my way or tough in your way?
I think I'm I'm learning a few things from you.
Okay.
So I think that's where the toughness is actually
There's two
coming
different
from.
types of tough. There's Euro
Yeah.
tough and there's Ronaldo tough.
I think I'm still a Euro tough.
Okay.
Yeah, learning to be
The
Renato
gentle
tough.
giant tough.
Yeah, so I'm still like sort of gentle, and then developmental setup. So I'm quite easygoing.
Mm.
I usually let kids learn, so that's because I haven't really coached. I'm a level 2 coach. You know,
Yep.
I'm trying to get my level 3, but I haven't. I've dealt with under 19s. I love the kids.
Yep.
You know, but I also love coaching senior guys. I've coached guys that played SA under 19, proper guys that play very good cricket at World Cup. They went to the World Cup. They're playing professional cricket now. So there, it's the same way that I captain. I try to obviously make them feel at home, but
Yep.
also results orientated.
Awesome.
So it's more like a tough coach in a way when it comes to competition.
Let's give the viewers out there top 5 tips to become a proper cricket player. Up and coming, like youngsters. What's your top 5 tips?
So to become like obviously, I think my perspective is when you become a successful cricketer, and it doesn't mean you've gone and played for Gauteng Lions, or you've gone and played for the Titans, or you've gone and played SA20, T20,
Yeah.
or South Africa. I just feel like you've gotten to a level when you are successful at your cricket, you've gotten to a level whereby you are enjoying everything that you're doing about your game.
Yeah.
You know. So for young players that want to sort of like make it professionally, I believe you have to not really say I can't. Maybe fitness wise, you gotta be fit. You have to work on your skill, on your game wise. Your skills have to be ready for the level that you want to be playing. So your skills have to be good. Your fitness has to be good. Because fitness, I'm talking about fitness with regards to having different coaches, different managers. So you'll probably get a manager that is so concerned about fitness.
Yeah.
So that might end your
That's
career.
coming to my next question.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that might end your career if you're not fit enough.
Yeah, but-
And then you
But
probably
you
get
say fitness, but you got some guys who are not fit that play professional cricket.
yes. So that's why I'm saying it depends on the managers. So it depends on who's coaching.
Yeah.
So some coaches base their game on fit guys.
Yeah.
They want you to be fit to be able to perform certain skills.
Okay.
And then some coaches already back your skills.
Yeah.
So they don't care about your fitness; they care about your skills. So it depends on what coach you kind of get. But to be honest, if you want to avoid drama as you grow up, just be fit.
Just be fit.
Yeah.
Mental fitness as well. Eh?
Yes, mental fitness, which is a tough one because there's not so many mental coaches around.
And mental players either.
Mm.
There's a lot of mental fitness in parents, eh?
Yeah.
Couch
Yes.
coaches, eh?
Yes, couch coaches. So yeah, so basically you have to be fit, you have to have very good skill, and you also have to be a team player because cricket you can't play alone.
No.
Yeah, so you have to be able to fit in teams, so that you are a team player, and I believe you have to be able to play for the team, because usually when you play for the team, you're playing for yourself.
It's an individual sport played by a team, huh?
By a group, yeah, by a team.
So
Yeah.
next question: ability or fitness in a player? Which one would you prefer? Let's not go both. You got to.
Yeah. I
So now
almost
you got a
went.
guy who's proper, but
Yeah.
he's 120 kilos, but he can play.
Okay, so for me personally, I would have gone ability and fitness
Yep.
to avoid drama because there's so much drama involved. You might get dropped because of ability, and you can get dropped because of fitness.
Yep.
So both at some point, I think you have to have both. But if your skills surpass, if your ability surpasses your fitness, and you are doing the job,
Yeah.
then there's no. I think there has to be a certain requirement for certain players.
Let's
and
say
ability.
you got a good ability,
Uh-huh.
but you're cricket fit. Does that count?
So if you are cricket fit and you've got a good ability, that doesn't count.
Why not?
Because you see, the thing is, at the end of the day, fitness doesn't win games. It's ability that wins games.
See,
Yeah.
that's
So-
why I go more ability.
That's my personal opinion. Because you can get a fit guy, but then
And
skills are
he's
nowhere.
useless.
You see?
He can
And
run,
then-
but he can't play.
And then you get a guy that's going to come and bowl spin. You see, Rakim Cornwall, very effective in his teams that
He's
he plays
very
in.
like that guy.
Yeah.
He's about 160,
You see?
but he hits the ball a K as well, doesn't he?
Was Chris Gale fit?
No.
Was he a good sprinter?
No.
But results?
Which Chris Gale are we talking about? Bright or Chris?
The main Chris Gale.
Not the small one.
Not our Chris Gale.
Not
So-
our small Chris Gale.
Yeah, but our Chris Gale is fit,
Yeah.
and has
He's strong.
he's quite strong. But if you look at the main, the Chris Gale, the universe boss,
Yeah.
not fast, but getting boundaries. That's ability to score.
Of course, yes.
You see, but you don't
Doesn't need
need
to
singles
run.
from him.
No, he just moves it.
But there are some players that don't have the ability to hit sixes. They must be fit.
See, that's a difference.
Yeah.
That's other.
So I
side
think
of
you have
the-
to sort
of
of like look at the players that you are talking about.
Yeah.
And see if they need the fitness. Because some players, you force some players to get fit, whereby they don't even need to be fit. They are fit already in their own nature.
Correct. And then
So-
fit in their mind as well.
Exactly.
Tell the boys out there, how's your coaching career been in the LPL, in the junior setup?
So so it's been quite interesting. It's been quite nice as well. You see, I'm sort of like on a I wanna be in future I wanna be a very good coach, like a level 4 coach.
Yep.
So I'm trying to sort of like understand all the developmental stages of all the juniors. Because I'm coaching in different junior sections. So but basically LPL, it's been good, but I just haven't won as a coach.
You
So,
will. You will.
Yeah.
It will come.
So I'm trying to get involved more now. We've already started with our under 10s warm-ups and under 13s. They're playing, just so you know, they're playing in like 3 months' time.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but they've already started playing like a month ago. So We're just trying to basically get those guys ready.
Yeah.
You know, so that because I'm not coaching under 10s, but I'm helping. So under 10s, under 13s, we trying by all means because we are mainly involved there to try by all means to get them to lift a trophy between the two teams. If they both lift, because they are both strong squads.
They are strong, yeah.
Yeah,
Even
so
under 11s are strong.
they are very strong. So if they lift the trophies,
Yeah.
to be like ice on the cake. Like
Last question, yeah. Funniest moment you've had that you've seen a boy or a girl do on the cricket field that you've coached?
so kids do so many things. Like
Yeah. But like a funniest moment you've ever seen.
so you see kids there, like let me tell you. So the funniest thing is when kids chirp. So every day you hear a new chirp.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's always you can't use those chirps for senior cricket.
No, that's
it's all
terrible
like childish
chirps,
chirps.
yeah.
But for them it plays a big role, you see.
Like Johnny Walker or something.
Yeah.
I don't even know what that is.
So at one point, so this is one chip that I can't forget. So one kid came. So you know how like the country's struggling with power and everything.
Yeah.
So one kid came, and there was another batsman that was just rotating.
Yeah.
So he wasn't hitting, you know, but then he was sort of like chowing balls, eating up so many balls. So one of I won't say his name. He
Say
came.
his name. Say it.
I can't say his name.
Why? Say it.
I don't want to mention names. So, but
Afrikaans kid.
no, it's actually it's one of the under 13 players from last
Okay.
year.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he came and he said, "Hey, do you work for Eskom? Because you've got no power."
That's not a bad chirp, actually.
Yeah. So that
From
was
a
like
youngster.
funny, you know, because considering the situation in the country and everything.
Especially with our second show.
Yeah.
There's a lot to do with Eskom in that show as well.
Oh my! So
Yeah.
so that was like one of the funniest things that because obviously with the situation and everything, it's
Yeah.
sort of like it is kind of reality. But also to sort of like come up with
Yeah.
that chirp and then direct it to the country
No, that's
situation,
funny.
it means you're thinking
Proper funny.
you're thinking big also as a child
Yeah.
and you're funny. But
Yeah, that's proper funny.
yeah.
So
that
that's
was
the end
funny.
of our question segment. I think we've got half a decent cricket player sent a message to our players that are going to play in the LPL now. So please, let's just hear this one.
Hi guys, it's ABD here. Just a quick message to wish the Tasmanian Devils under 12s, 15s, 17s and 19s all the very best with the IPL coming up in May. You've done all the hard work, guys. You've set the base. Prep is done. It's now just time to believe in yourselves, believe in your teammates and stick together as a team. Go have fun and all the very best. I'll be following. Cheers.
That's not a bad message, huh?
It's a very good message.
Sure. Who's that
Yeah.
guy? Have you heard of that guy?
Yeah.
What's his name?
I know
I've
his
never
voice.
watched that guy play cricket.
That is the main man, Mr. 360, man.
Sure. I think we should get him to come play for the Devils, eh?
Ah, that would be gun.
Because I know he's going to watch this. So,
Yeah, I
AB,
know.
you're going to play 1 or 2 games for the Devils.
Yeah, at least one. AB,
What do
please,
you
I want to
think?
captain you for one game, please. One game.
He just has to bat. Doesn't have
Yeah.
to field nothing, huh?
No fielding, AB. We've got gun fielders.
Yeah, we've got
Yeah.
youngsters. You can come and smash a couple of eggs around.
Yeah.
And once again, Vince,
Thank you, Coachy.
Thanks
Thank
for
you
everything.
very much.
I'd just like to thank the sponsors once again. Chaz Everett, Real Promotions, Cherry West Rand, and Pen Farm. Over and out.
Thank you. Coach.